I started cycling originally about 5 years ago because I was in quite a dark place mentally. I was quite depressed and going through just a really difficult time in my life. And one of the things that kind of got me going originally was I just wanted to feel better. And I set myself this really big goal of trying to cycle around the world. I'd always been quite an extreme, ambitious individual. So, trying to cycle around the world was something that I wanted to try and do. And my reasons for doing it was not really because I wanted to cycle around the world, but it's because I wanted to be happy again. And that was my way of trying to do it. And a lot of people have asked me, like, how did you do that? And I think one of the most important things to share with people is that I had a lot of fuel at that time, which was essentially pain. Like the pain in my life at that time was just really quite difficult. And so I just wanted to feel better. And that allowed me to go and cycle around the world because I wasn't happy at home. And I thought I'm better off being on the bike trying to do this big challenge. And it gave me something to focus on. And that is sometimes the good thing about having such a big goal is that it just gives you so much focus and it takes your mind away from some of the things that are bothering you. I went on that journey of trying to cycle around the world. And over that journey, going around the world, I just started to fall in love with cycling. I got quite good. And I always said to myself at that time, like, I would like to go to the next level now and try and become an elite athlete and to set world records. And so on my entire journey around the world, I was thinking about that all the time. And, I was visualizing it just to myself, essentially on the bike, that I wanted to set a world record. And once I got to the point where I was, physically capable and at that level, it was coming off the back of literally visualizing this thing, on the bike all day, every day. I was never really thinking about where I was cycling at that time. I was always thinking about the next thing and moving forward. So I think the important lesson for me to share is that everything that I've ever achieved on a bike has always started as a thought. It's been a little thought within my head. And I've always liked the saying that thoughts become things. And, all these thoughts in your head, they can become real on the outside world as well. And so for me now to have, a Guinness World Record, that really started with a little thought in my mind. It just it was a little seed in there. And from having the self-belief and the determination and, building the team to go and do it, we were able to go and do it. So I think just the thing to share would be that everything starts, in your own mind and, thoughts do become things.